Hello, and today is my review on Pride and Prejudice. Have you ever wondered what first world problems looks like in the 19th century? Well, this book is basically what that is all about. Let's get started. Hey, welcome back to Books Mata 2. My name is Richard Mata. I'm here to review, at least my review, of Pride and Prejudice. Is is it like a faux pas to wear glasses on YouTube nowadays? I don't know. I thought there was like a YouTuber that said you're not supposed to wear glasses because of the reflection of the light. If that's true, let me know, because I don't know if you guys want to see me with the glasses or without the glasses. I can't even see. I can't see. No. Anyways, I'm gonna put these back on just for now. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna do a review of Pride and Prejudice, or my review of Pride and Prejudice. It is a classic by Jane Austen. I'm kind of a fan of Jane Austen. It's basically about a rich family, who's maybe not the richest family, but uh, but richer than average, and it's basically just about their troubles and their needs and wants, I guess, in the current culture at that time. I was surprised that I actually got pulled into this. I think it's the drama. Maybe it was. Maybe it's because they're pretty well off, and it's kind of like peering behind the curtains. Like, you know, everybody thinks that the rich are more perfect, or they're better, or just because they are rich, and peeking behind the curtains, and you see all of this drama unfolding in their personal lives. I think it just kind of pulls you in, or at least that's what it did for me. Uh, and it's weird that it would, but it did. And Austin's really good with words, or good with the story flow, or whatever. I don't know what it was, but it pulled me in. It was really good. It's about the family, of course, and the main character, Elizabeth, and her decision to be single or marry this one guy. Man, a lot of titles. Like when you get up into that upper crust of back then, they had a lot of titles. Baron of so and so, or Baroness of so and so, or all these other titles that get kind of confusing because they're not named out. They're not all the same name. They'll say Baroness after their second name, or their father's name instead of their name, and so it's like sometimes it jumps back and forth, and you get kind of confused, especially if you don't have like a real solid grasp on the characters that she's talking about. The main characters are pretty steady, and you get a handle of it after a while. They have about 4 or 5 daughters, and the mom is the driving force of marrying all of her daughters off to wealthy and successful men. And back then it was, I guess, very common, and love a lot of times really didn't play a big factor in some of the marriages. Maybe the love was learnt after a while. I don't know. Maybe between them they would get closer or whatever. Coffee break. So Elizabeth is basically educated, and she's also headstrong, and she's very intelligent. She would rather stay single and become an old maid than to marry somebody she didn't really love. And she sees her sisters; they get married to different types of people throughout the book, and you learn that. And she meets Mr. Darcy, who's basically the epitome of somebody she does not want to marry, because he's like rude. He's like has no manners, basically. He's wealthy and he's successful, but she does not like him because his attitude stinks, whatever. Throughout the book, you learn more about Mr. Darcy, why he is the way he is. Elizabeth does a lot of personal, like, I wouldn't say investigating, but inquiring about him. And she learns a lot, and then she's told a few lies from different people, and it's very dramatic, very drama based. It's all about relationships and what you're willing to accept in a partner, and other things. So Elizabeth basically gets proposed to by this one dude who's actually a distant relative, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, she turns him down, and he's very snooty and very uppity, and he basically just kind of, I don't know, shrugs it off. But it shows basically Elizabeth is not willing to marry just because of money and because of status and the culture or whatever. Actually, later on down the road, Mr. Darcy basically falls in love with her because of her intelligence, her quick wit, her willingness to stand up for what she believes in, and everything like that. Not just her money, because basically he has a lot more money than she does. And anyways, long story short, he proposes to her, and she basically turns him down because she thinks that he's just a jerk. Like, even though he has all this money and everything like that, she's like, no, I don't, I'm sorry, dude, whatever. I don't like you, because you're a jerk and everything like that. And he's like, what are you talking about? And she tells him some information that she found out, and so he leaves in a huff, and he writes her this long letter, and it basically explains everything. And she finds out, after reading the letter and stuff, she finds out that she was lied to by some other guy. And the other guy, she confronts the other guy, and the other guy's like, oh crap, that other guy wanted to marry her too. I forgot his name. I don't know. Anyways, the other guy ends up marrying one of his sisters, and they run off to London, and the family's like all crazy, because they eloped. They didn't have a proper wedding. They end up visiting one of his estates while he's not there, and they talk to everybody, and everybody's like, yeah, he's a cool guy, whatever. And then he ends up showing up. He cut his trip short, and he didn't tell anybody, and he just showed up there, and she was like really embarrassed. And so now that Elizabeth basically knows that Mr. Darcy is actually a cool guy, she's torn up about, like, does she really want to marry him, or is he lying, or what? So after they talked for a while, they basically came to a conclusion that I am not going to say anything because that's a spoiler, and I don't want to spoil it if you guys want to read it. It's a very drama-driven book, so don't expect like a lot of action or anything in this book, or crazy twists or anything like that. It's all about the family, the drama, the social status, money. I'd say about out of 5 stars, I'd give it like a 4. Yeah, a good solid 4, because I didn't think it was going to pull me in, but it did, and it'll probably pull you guys in too. You just got to be patient with all of the old time lingo and everything like that. It's not too bad. It's not like a Don Quixote or something like that. I'm currently reading Don Quixote, and that has some old language in it. So I like it. It's a pretty good book. I'm not, if you're just hankering for some drama and some just some free time, it's not a book that's gonna change your life or anything. But it's a good story. It pulls you, like I said, I keep saying it. It pulls you in. So what did I come out with this book? What did I learn? Well, rich people, they've got problems too, man. They sure do. More money, more problems. Maybe that's what it should be. Title it, More Money, More Problems. Pride and Prejudice. Everybody's got problems, man, So, I don't know. Treat everybody with a little bit of respect, I guess. Even the snooty, snobby ones. Oh, and if you guys have read the book, let me know and in the comments below, and maybe we can talk about it more or whatever, or join me on Facebook Same title, Books Mata 2. And maybe we can talk about that book. Maybe we can talk about some upcoming books. Maybe we can talk about a book that you want me to read to review. Just so that you guys can get my views on said book. I don't know why my view would be more important than yours, but I guess maybe because I have a camera and I'm willing to go in front of it online. I don't know. Yeah, and that's about it. So remember to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry I'm a little late on this one. I am really busy. I will try to get more out, hopefully once a week. Maybe since I'm so busy and doing the other channel, I might only do this one once every 2 weeks. So we'll see how much I could stay on top of things. I'm trying to get more organized, trying to get a schedule going, with some of these videos and things. And I know a lot of booktubers have like books in the background with shelves and all these pretty books and everything like that, but I keep my books in my closet, so I can't. I don't have any shelves. There's a few books right there that I have up on that shelf right there, but that's basically, I can't put a bookshelf back there or anything like that. The wife would get mad. Can't do that. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Remember to read books. It's fun. Share with everybody. All that wonderful stuff. Books matter too. You know what I mean? Oh wait, what was the tagline? Books matter too, and so do you. Adios. Bye. Oops. I covered up the microphone.